I'm sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. I think we're good though. Yeah, that's horrible. So I did want to start before streaming to let everybody know that I'm very thankful for everyone that's been there with me from the beginning, and even the person that subscribed today. Thank you. I'm really appreciative of all of the people that have been waiting on me the last month or so. As you can imagine, it's been extremely busy for us. We're expecting our fourth child next week. And so there's a lot of things that I've had to get done or I've had to do around the house to get ready for that. And so I've lost a lot of time where I would edit. And then also, to top all of that off, I also have, my job has changed a lot. So again, time I might have had in the past where I could have edited or done something else, I just don't necessarily have that time now. But I'm sure you guys aren't here to listen to me jabber about my life. I just want to let you all know that I'm appreciative of everything you guys have been able to just wait. I appreciate that. But we're going to play, we're going to play Ant-Man. So let's go talk about that. So the first thing I wanted to mention is we're going to be going up against Drang. I tried to do my randomizer and pick out a villain. I was really shooting for maybe the Hood and use the randomizer to randomly give me a bunch of the modular sets. The problem was none of them showed up. Master Mold came up a lot. So did Magneto. I think Loki and Thanos came up a couple of times, but Hood never showed up. So I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'll just go with the next thing it gives it to me. And it gave me Drang. And then also it gave me the Inheritors. So I think that's going to be a very interesting villain campaign. But I did want to talk about one thing that I'm really hoping to try to accomplish. I'm sure other people have done it in the past. But with Ant-Man, I would love to get the Moxie and all-out combo also with the giant strength. So what this will do, Moxie, after I change my form, I will get +1 to thwart, attack, and defense until the end of the round. So that gives me, if I'm in my giant form, and I've got 2 giant strengths, that would mean I would have 2 thwart, 5 attack, and 4 defense. Then I'd like to get a go all out where I exhaust my character. Then I deal damage to an enemy equal to the total of my thwart, attack, and defense values. So in that case, it would be 2, 5, well, 2, 6, and 4, right? So that you're doing 12 damage. So I'm sure there's more ways that I could do damage than just doing this. I just feel like this would be a pretty fun one to try to shoot for. So as you can see with here, I am going to be playing a leadership deck. I do have a bunch of Avenger allies in there. I did throw in a Miranda. Brant gives me a hard time on this, and for good reason. Like, you should probably get people's names right? I mean, Maria. Yeah, Maria. All right. So I've got her in there. Hopefully give me some card draw. I've got the villain deck all sorted. So one thing that I'm probably going to be doing, if I haven't mentioned, I'm playing Standard 2. So that means that I have to give him 2 stuns or confused in order for them to take effect. That's what this is here. And then also, just because I'm playing the Brotherhood of Badoon, I have the Badoon ship, and the Badoon ship gets 4 counters. And then once it gets to 4 counters, I take 2 indirect damage. Yeah, indirect damage to each player and remove all of the counters there. So I've gone over that. I think I'm going to remove those 2 cards from the board. I'll be able to see them, but it just kind of cleans up some stuff because I think this is going to be kind of messy. But with that, let's go ahead and get going. I will go ahead and say that I have here. So it starts off with two threat already. So with that, let's get started. All right, so I get 6 hand size. Carrier, Earthsmize, Go All Out, Pen Particles, Resize, and Quinn Carrier. Well, I don't need Go All Out yet. I have none of them. And let's go with get rid of the Helicarrier. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, let's go ahead and start here. I'm going to go to Ant-Man. And I am going to use my Pen Particles, which says if I'm in tiny form, I get to draw 1 card. To play Army Advance. Wow, I think I'm just keep throwing all this stuff. I'll have Army Advance attack for 1. He's definitely at 13. 12 now. All right. Yeah, let's do this. Put Maria. I draw another card. Power of Leadership. It's unfortunate. So had I waited, if I had put out the other one where I would have gone to my giant form and drawn a card, I would have Power of Leadership where I've gotten to draw another card right now. That's unfortunate. I don't think I can. I mean, I can use this. Yeah, let's go a little nuts. I'm going to use Wasp, Power of Leadership, and I'm going to exhaust the Milano to put the Quinn Carrier out. And then I am going to exhaust Ant-Man, and I will remove the 2 threat on the main scheme. So that way I've controlled the board. All right. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have thwarted with Maria, but... All right, and now I get 5 cards. Interesting. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, come back here. I'm adding 2 more threat because it has the +2 threat acceleration there. After during schemes. Okay. All right. Oh, I gotta count. After resolving step 1. All right. It's been a while since I played this one, so. All right. So what will happen is if I'm in my alter ego form, he will get 2 counters on the barrage. So that's not a huge deal, but let's try to avoid that if possible. I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and let her take it. So he's going to attack me for 2. She'll take the 2 damage plus the... we got to do the Badoon, or the charge up ability, which means it gets +1. Yeah, that's going to be nasty. All right, so she's gone now. And now, Blindside, Peril. While you're resolving this card, other characters can't help you. And I have to choose to either exhaust Milano, spend 2 fist resources, or stun the first player. Well, it's just... I don't think the Milano is a huge part of my strategy here. Alright, so now it's my turn. We'll go ahead and use exhaust the army advance to attack him again. So now we're gonna go ahead and I was thinking about bringing Black Knight out, but I think U.S. Agent might be a lot better. So we'll do that. I am not going to. We'll address this, or I'm going to mention this now because it just hit me. I'm not going to fix anything because of it. But Ant-Man removes one threat when I switch over to this form. So it probably would have been smart for me to have used that. I also get to draw an extra card. Ooh, my giant strength. So let's do that. I'm going to exhaust the Quinn carrier, and I'll put down giant strength. So that means when I go and change to my giant form, I get +1 to my attack until the end of that turn. So let's go ahead and do that. So like I just mentioned, I forgot to take off the threat last time. So now I can go ahead and I deal 1 damage since I'm in giant form. And then I'm going to attack for 4. Alright. And I don't think there's anything else I can really do. I'm exhausted. I wish I had a better way of dealing with this. But, whatever. Alright, so, I'm going to hold on to this card. I think I'm going to get rid of this because it's just, it's going to give me 1 resource and maybe I can get a better card with it. So I will draw 3 more cards. Oh. Alright, so now we're going to add 2 more here. And we'll add the extra barrage counter. So we know we're going to get indirect damage at least next time, if not this time. So Drang is going to attack me. I'm going to have U.S. Agent take it. So he's going to hit for 2, 3, 4. So he's going to hit for 4. But U.S. Agent has Retaliate, so he will deal an additional damage. Alright, and now I get my encounter card, which is Cannonade. So hinders 3 when revealed. Place 3 threat here, and I can exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat from the scheme. So this scheme is going to get 4. Also, I have to ready all these cards, don't I? Gotta be better. All right. All right, and that's that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip to my Ant-Man form. I'm going to play Moxie. So I get to remove 1 threat from a scheme. I guess we'll just do it from the main. No, we'll do it from the side one here. Okay, yeah, we'll do it from the side one there. I'll exhaust the Milano to get rid of this. So it does say exhaust the Milano, you remove 3 threat from the scheme. So I'll exhaust it to get rid of that, which is nice. And then I'll exhaust Ant-Man to deal 3 on the main to get rid of, 3 threat on the main. So I have 1 now. And then, oh, you know what I can do? I can get rid of Moxie and Squirrel Girl and use Quinn Carrier to bring Black Knight out, which will kind of give me a little bit more cushion so to speak, and then I will deal 1 damage with Army of Ants. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only do 4. All right, we're gonna keep U.S. Agent, but Black Knight's gonna attack for 2, plus the Army of Ants, so that's gonna deal 3 damage. So Drang's now down to 2. All right, and then we need to make sure we add this here. Now I get to 5 card. Let's ready everything. All right. All right. Army of Ants, Giant Strength, Stinger, Go All Out, and Avengers Tower. Son of a gun. Oh, I can get rid of this Moxie, right? Oh, I have +1 to my defense till the end of the round. Okay, so we're gonna get the 2 here. So that goes to 3. Then the barrage counter goes off. All right, it goes to 4. And so now it goes to 0, and I take 2 indirect damage. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. I mean, at this point, I haven't taken any damage, so I'm feeling pretty decent there. Next. All right, so now Drang's going to attack. I'm going to have U.S. Agent defend for me. So Drang's going to attack for 2, 3, and if the villain is attacking, this attack gains overkill. Well, that's unfortunate. That completely defeats my plan. So I'm going to take another 2 damage, and U.S. Agent is now gone. So I have 8 health. All right. And now I get my encounter card, which is Shadows of the Past. Awesome. And I think I don't know where it is. Just a second. So I was planning on playing with late night gaming. The problem is that late night gaming likes to play late night, and I don't necessarily want to stay up that late. So we were gonna play Ant-Man and do the what's it called? Is there a side? Okay, yeah, there is a side scheme. We were gonna do the Ant-Man versus Kang, and it just didn't manifest. It happens from time to time. Plans just don't work out sometimes, especially because I again having to do all this stuff with the kids, getting their rooms set up, building cribs, building beds. Taking things to the transfer station. So that's why I didn't have I had the Ant-Man deck built already for that, and I was really excited, especially again as I mentioned earlier, the Moxie, yeah, old man syndrome, the Moxie and Go All Out. Like it's what I really like to get here, but we'll see. All right. So we got Shadows of the Past. So now we have Yellow Jacket and we have the tech. Treat each printed text box each tech player has as if it were blank. Do I have any tech? I don't see any tech. But I do want to get rid of that. All right. While in giant form, he gains the giant trait and retaliate 1. When I'm in tiny form, he gets +1 to his attack. All right. So what do we want to do here? So one option is to use Quinn Carrier and Go All Out to get the Avengers Tower and then I could put Stinger out. But then I'm missing both Giant Strength and Army of Ants, which I really like. Army of Ants and Giant Strength. Yeah, let's do this to get these out. And then, so he can attack Yellow Jacket for 2. That means Yellow Jacket's now taking 1. Oh, yeah, do that, and then this. Boom. Yellow Jacket's gone now. Not the worst villain I've had to fight. And then I can use Ant-Man to thwart this one. Probably not the most exciting round ever, but... Oh, you know what I can do? It's not flashy, but I can exhaust the Milano and Stinger to get the Avengers Tower out. And this will allow me to... It gives me a additional resource for Avengers. And it also allows me to add more Avengers. So I think that it's going to be pretty helpful, especially with this deck. All right, so let's get everything readied up again. I'm going to take 2 more damage, or 2 more threat. All right, and I got rid of this. And we'll take barrage up to 1. Okay, I forgot. I think it just happened. Except I can't. Oh my gosh. I was excited because I do have Go All Out. But the problem with Go All Out, and maybe Milano or the Quinn Carrier make it null and void because it's a random resource. But essentially, this is what I wanted to accomplish. I don't think it's gonna work. All right. So Drang's going to attack. I'm gonna have Black Knight defend for me. So Drang attacks me for 2 plus 3, and he gets an additional 4 or 5. So he's gonna hit for 5, but Black Knight defended for me. Thanks a lot, buddy. All right, now I get my encounter card, which is Kron. Each inheritor minion attacks gain overkill and piercing. And it says, if a web warrior character is in play, discard an upgrade or support you control. It'd probably be more fun to play the inheritors in web warriors and not as some random Avenger, but here we are. So I think what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and use the Army of Ants to defeat Drang. So now we're going to the next stage, which says add his spear and give him 1 face down. Oh, if it's in play already. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for his spear, reveal it, and shuffle the encounter deck. So, yeah, spear was on the bottom. Ooh. So, part of adding him into the getting him to the second phase is that he gets a spear. The thing is I didn't have much I was going to be able to accomplish this round. But I can't pay, or I can't get rid of his spear. It works out for me, I guess. All right, so let's get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of risk gauntlets and strength. You know what? I guess I'll keep the risk gauntlets and get rid of swarm tactics. Because I don't. She's in the bottom of the deck, so that's not gonna help me. So that allows me to get rid of this, which works out nicely. Also, he's at 14 health. And then we will flip over to Ant-Man, and with oh, I get to do one more damage. We'll do it to Drang. Okay, and so what we're gonna do here is, because he has 5 health, let's just get rid of him, so I don't have to worry about him. So I have the 2 giant strengths give me +1, so he's gone. All right. Ooh, this isn't gonna be. So this is probably gonna pop now. I guess not. No, it won't. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw my next card. Not what I was hoping for. All right, so we'll add 2 here, and we add 1 here. And now Drang is going to attack me, and I have no one here to defend for me. So, you know, I'm just going to defend, because he's going to hit me for 3. So I can defend for that and then take over whatever else he's got. So he's got, it's going to be +2. So I take 2 damage. And then my encounter card is Special Delivery. I may exhaust the Milano. If I do not, the villain attacks you with +1. So I'm going to exhaust the Milano. I don't think I exhausted it last time, so I probably could have reduced the main. But since I've forgot about it, I'm not going to touch it now. All right, so I'm going to flip over to Ant-Man, but I'm exhausted. So I get to remove 1 threat from here. So that's at 6. And then yeah, I can't really do anything with this. I mean, I guess I could pay for this. I just don't feel like risk gauntlets is not as appealing when you've got your villain has steady. So I probably should have just got rid of it, really. Let's go ahead and exhaust these to deal 2 more damage. Yeah, I can't really do anything else, so I'm gonna get rid of the risk gauntlets. I just don't see any point in having them with him having steady. But I do want to keep Go All Out and Moxie. Let's get rid of Genius just to... That's probably not the smartest thing, but I really want to get this going. And so to do that, I need to have the lightning resource. So we're going to go ahead and unexhaust everything. And I'm going to get my 3 cards. And so we got Army of Ants, Resize, and Avengers Mansion. Oh, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Let's see. What can I do with this? Nope. I mean, I'll be able to hit Drang for... What's that? I'll be able to do 6 damage with Moxie. And I'll be able to do an additional 2 with Army of Ants. Well, I guess if I put the other Army of Ants, I can do 3. So 6, that's... Oh, man. I'm cutting it pretty close, I think. Well, then I could... we'll see. Alright, so Drang is going to scheme. This is going to pop now, finally. 2. So this will go to 8 for it's still more of the same. I just have to resolve this again. So I'm going to take an additional 2 damage now. Because of the charge up ability. Oh man, I might have lost. Yeah, okay, and then this goes to 4 now. I'm gonna have to defend. He's going to attack me for 3, 4. So I take 2 damage. I was really comfortable when I had all those allies. Not so much anymore. And all right, so size increase. Attach to yellow jacket if available. If not, attach to the villain. It gets 3 counters after attack. Remove 1 size counter. So basically, this is going to give him +2 to scheme and +2 to attack. That's pretty nasty. All right, we'll just put these up there. Okay, I don't know. I could be out. So let's exhaust the Milano to remove 3 here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use resize, which will allow me to flip over to Ant-Man and draw another card. Oh, that's useless. Okay, before we do that, I'm gonna exhaust. I should have exhausted the Quinn Carrier to play Army Advance, and then use 3 Army Advance to attack. So quick math, that's 8. Math is fun. Okay. So now I'm going to play Resize, and I get Last Stand. And we go to Ant-Man. I deal an additional damage. So now he's at 7. And then I'm going to flip over to Scott Lang, and that's all right. I know I did a little backpedaling there. So changing form wise, I went from the tiny to giant, and then that was using resize, and then I went from giant to Scott Lang as my one swap. Hopefully everyone could follow that. I'm exhausted though, so I can't really do much there. It would have been nice to have gotten that out. This is going to be useless. I can't use that. I think all of my allies came out in the beginning of the game. And I'm going to get rid of this because it's so expensive. Okay. So now I get 6 cards. Oh, good lord. So I don't think I'm going to be... I think I've won this. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do what I wanted to with the go all out. Well, I guess I could. Because I have Ground Stop and Earth's Mightiest Avengers, or Heroes. So maybe I can. Alright. So let's go ahead and ready everything up. Alright. So they're going to scheme for this for 2. This is where I'm going to lose. So he's going to scheme for 4. Oh, good lord. 5, 6. Yeah, I lost. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so horrible. Oh man. So he just schemed for 2 here, 2 here, and another 2 here. So that's 6 plus the 3 there. That's 9. So I just lost, just barely, right? Because let's say that was, let's say this didn't pop. Let's say it was a 7, right? I understand I lost, but we're just going to what would have happened if I didn't. Get rid of this one then. So then I get my encounter card, which is this, exhaust the Milano and remove 3 threat from Milano. I can remove 3 threat if I exhaust Milano. That's whatever. So then I swap here. I would automatically, that deals 1 damage to Drang. And then, and I pull out Moxie. Just put it right there. So now I'm attacking for 5, 6, right? With the Moxie. But then if I use Earth's Mightiest Heroes and Ready for Action to play Go All Out, I deal, what's that? The 2, 6, that's 8. So 12, I would have done 12 damage right there. So that's just so awesome. That's so awesome. That would have been so awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure, Black Dog. So Black Dog asked if Quinn Carrier could have paid for Go All Out. It possibly could have, and that could have probably changed the entire course of the game for me. But I don't know. Sometimes when I have questionable rules, I try to stay away from them. And I'm sure someone will come back and tell me tomorrow or something that no, that you definitely could have. But it does say requirement lightning, so that's why I just steered away from it personally. But yeah, no, I was so close. If I could, it was just no. I don't think I could have. Honestly, there was no way around that. Size increase definitely hurt me. If I had an ally, I think that would have helped me out. Even last time where I had, what was it called? Not Last Stand. Didn't I have? Oh no, that was this round. So no, that wouldn't have done anything for me. Well, I guess that's, the game wouldn't be fun if you didn't have nail biters like that, right? I mean, for every time you have something that happens just like that, there's those times where you just need to skate by the skin of your teeth, and you do. So it's kind of a toss-up. Yeah, I didn't. Black Dog said I never got the helmet either. The helmet looked like it was on the bottom. Or it was right there at the top. Where was it? I don't know. Maybe I had it early in the game and I just discarded it thinking it was the gauntlets. If that was the case, that was dumb. That was probably my first mistake. Oh man. Well, again, I hope everybody enjoyed the game. It's a little longer than my recorded videos and probably not as funny, right? Because there's a lot more of me thinking and trying to figure out what I want to do, and probably a lot more ums. But I hope everybody enjoyed this content. But I'm gonna go and spend some more time with my wife before there's a lot more pitter patters around the house. Until then, thank you everybody again. Appreciate all of the support you guys have given me and all of the patience you've shown me, especially in the last month. And just again, I can't tell you all how much I appreciate it. Thank you.